Hello, reader. I'm Alex.
I'm Kelly.
And this is
The LitJoy Podcast.
Today's episode is actually a mini-sode, if that's a thing.
That's adorable.
A mini-sode. And it's more just a little announcement to kind of talk about the status of the LitJoy Podcast.
Tell me, what's our status?
What's our status? Our status is we need a break for summer. We need to summer in the Mykonos. No, we're not going to.
Can you imagine?
We're going to be summering right here at home.
Yes.
Less exciting than it sounds.
It'll be great. We're going to just take a little summer off. We're going to kind of close the chapter on season 2. And we're going to get prepped for our next season 3. Is that where we're at?
Yeah, that's where we're at. So recording the podcast, the LitJoy Podcast, has been just a cool experience. It's been an opportunity for Kelly and I to do something different than we've ever done before.
Yes.
It's a little uncomfy to be more public, because I think, as readers first, we kind of hobbit hole away.
Yeah.
And so to kind of put ourselves out there has been an interesting experience.
That for sure, as well as we have gotten to interview some incredible authors.
For sure.
And it's intimidating. Just a little bit.
I mean, they're deeply talented people that we've been able to interview.
I'm meeting all these people that I look up to, and I'm over here just like, be cool, be cool, be cool.
The whole time.
I forgot everything.
Every time.
Every time. I look at Alex with the eyes and I'm all, save me.
This is why we have these these giant sheets of paper with size 20 font, because we're like, don't panic, it's right there.
But you're just staring in the eyes of someone you admire so much, and then I'm just like, goodbye.
I know there were a couple episodes where I got so starry-eyed that the camera was just like, I cut it out. I'm just like longingly like, oh my gosh. Anywho,
it's been an adventure. It's not that it's ending. We're just saying we're taking a small break and gathering ourselves.
Girding our loins. No, everyone behind the camera is laughing at us right now. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is taking a little bit of the summer off. While we're on this break, there will be some fun Fridays. So we pre-recorded a bunch of fun Fridays. A lot of them are with our author guests, which makes them more fun, I think.
What's a fun Friday for those who don't know?
Fun Friday. It's a mini episode, not much like this one. It's a mini episode where we give you 5 to 10 book recommendations to add to your TBR list. And we'll kind of give you a little synopsis of what they're about to see if it's something that's like your jam and that you want to read. So it just keeps you, it kind of keeps you updated on what others are reading. It's also really fun because with authors, when they bring in their favorite books, a lot of times there's overlap, and sometimes they're books we've never heard of.
Yeah.
And so it's really fun to get a diverse group of books in front of our readers.
Especially if it's an author you really connect with.
Yeah.
It's so interesting and fun to see the books that they recommend. Usually it's around 5, and you can build your TBR around the books that your favorite author loves.
Yes.
Or just, again, like you're saying, books we've never heard of. I'm always surprised there's at least one every time that I'm like, I've never heard of this title, this author. This is wonderful news. Add it to my TBR. So I really love and appreciate the Fun Fridays. Those are some of my favorite little dessert-like episodes.
Yes, that's the perfect way to describe it. There will also be, so just for a preview of what's coming up in the fall, we'll be launching season 3 of the podcast. Yeah. We already have a ton of author interviews lined up. Some of them are authors that we're working with on special editions or in our TBR subscription crate. Some of them are just authors we admire. And we were like, please, can we interview you? And so it'll be really fun. There are a variety of genres. There's some romance, fantasy, thriller. So it's a good mix.
Sci-fi.
Yes.
I think we have a good mix.
It's a really good mix of authors. So it'll be fun. Join us next fall. There will also be several episodes that are the themed reading lists, like books to movies or books that changed our lives. And we've got some new ideas around those lists. And so those will be good episodes too. Okay. Well, at least we can say that.
I think they're all great.
You could be the judge of that. In the meantime, make sure to check us out on all of our socials. So we're at LitJoy Crate on Instagram, on TikTok, on Pinterest, on Threads, on whatever else is out there.
On all the things.
I know.
And we have, as you were saying, tons and tons of special editions dropping.
Yes.
They're all coming, and we dropped some recently, same with different merch. So I'm just like, doing this
Yes.
devilish grin behind the mic because I'm like, lots of fun things coming.
Absolutely. And if you just listened to our previous episode, it was with Cherry Wallace, and we just launched or are launching around the time of this episode a collection with Cherry that will sell out very quickly because her fans are so passionate.
Yeah.
So there's like an influencer collection with Cherry Wallace. It's all witchy themed, like woodland witchy themed.
Like a green witch kind of. Yeah.
There's The Darkest Part of the Forest with Holly Black, which will match the covers of our Folk of the Air series.
It's a cool cover.
It's really beautiful.
It's very on point.
Also just the aesthetic of the woods with you know, the prince and the glass coffin. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
And we also have several other special editions that I can't announce yet. So check back regularly on our shop. And that's litjoycrate.com if you didn't know that. And if you shop at LitJoy, use the code podcast10 to get 10% off your first order. So it's PODCAST10 and use this code.
Yeah.
Because it's like immediately 10% off. So, yeah.
And I think that's it. I think we're
going to
take our little summer break.
Adios.